Today we're going to do something really fun. We're going to go in the woods and we're going to make a bowl, put some water in it, and purify the water. This is done if you don't have any containers with you, but yet you need to drink when you're in the woods. Everything is available if you know where to find it. The first thing you need is a bowl. So we're going to go over to a log, which we have right over here, and we're going to saw off a chunk of that log like so. We're getting there. And sawing, and sawing, and sawing. And sawing until you finally get it. Take a look at the grain of that wood. No splits in it. Nice. This will be great for a bowl. Now that we have a piece of log, nice piece, we're going to take and make that into our bowl by taking the splitting knife and chopping down on both sides until we get flat ends. That way the bowl doesn't tip over and we have a flat top. But if you look really close, nature is amazing. In the very center, there's a clover.
It's in the growth rings, and it's beauty where you least expect it. You've just got to know where to look.
And now let's do some splitting. Now we've got one flat end, and we're going to do it again to the other side. And now we have our bowl, or the start of it.
Cut it. The next step, we're going to take and try to hollow out the inside of this piece of wood. Doing it with a knife will take a long time, it's laborious. We're going to take a hot coal from the fire, set it on top of the wood, and let it burn its way through. Take a long time unless you help it out by blowing on it, which will make the coal get hotter and burn faster. And if we want to direct that blowing on it, we need a straw. Since in the woods you don't have a straw, we have plenty of Phragmites, which our whole hut happens to be built of. Well, we're going to take it because Phragmites is hollow between the joints. And if we just cut a nice little hole between the next joint is right here. Between these joints are hollow. Just by scoring it a bit, taking off all the stuff, we now have nature straw. Now we can direct the burn of the coal by blowing on it, which will create it to be hotter, sink into the wood, and will make our shape of a bowl. Now that we have our tube, our straw, I made a little forceps out of a branch to carry our coal. I've already started burning. If you take a look down here, nice and hot. And the way we take it, we just grab a piece of coal, set it on top, direct our heat, and that is actually burning the wood up below, the same as the coal is burning. And as the coal wears down, just keep transferring them back and forth, and there's plenty of coals. Now, it doesn't take a real short time. Good things are never quick. It's going to take a bit of time, but it will be worth it in the end when we'll be able to drink a good cup of water from a running stream without the fear of Giardia or any other water-bearing diseases.
Now that we've burned it a little bit, we're going to just remove some of the coals And you do this every once in a while so you can direct the coals into the position or the space you want burnt. Okay? Then you take a rock and you scrape where the burned char is. And believe it or not, a lot of it comes out. And now you have a dent in there. Just a dent, and you do that, for about 45 minutes to an hour, and you should have a nice bowl. If it starts to burn toward the outside edge, you direct the fire toward the inside with blowing on the other side. Or you can even take mud and line the outside where you don't want it to burn. We're going to do it another couple of sets, and we'll see you when we're done. Well, I'm hiking down this little ravine and I found some water. Looks clean. However, we're going to take this water and this is what we're going to use to purify. Even though it looks clean, you never know. So let's get some water. Well, if you remember, this is how our log started. But if we turn this over, we could see that we've coal burned a good sized hole in there, and that'll hold a good pint or two of water. And then we're going to take the rocks that are in the fire right now, getting red hot, and put them in here after we fill this container with water. I think we have some boiling water here.
That should kill out any waterborne diseases. We're going to let that sit a while and cool off. And we'll have some purified water. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits of our labor. You notice it's cooled off a bit, and economy of motion. We took a liberty of gathering some pine needles and some black birch, mixed it in. It's a little warm now, not too hot to drink, and here we go.
Nice cup of tea on a cold winter day.
Excellent. Not bad for 3.5, 4 hours. Well worth it.
I had a great time today. I hope you did. This is Paul
And Barry,
signing off from Suburban Foragers. If you like this video, come back to the webpage and join us for many others that are updated monthly. But if you really enjoyed it, you can come and visit us in one of our classes. We offer many different types of outdoor activities, such as
fire by friction with a bow drill fire, or cooking in the ground with rocks, and shelters like debris huts, and long-term shelters like the one we're in right now.
This is Paul and Barry saying